Hey everyone, welcome to Craving Something Scary, where it's all horror all the time. Now in this video, I'm going to discuss two recent Halloween Ends articles. One that features an interview with Jason Blum as he shares his thoughts after seeing Halloween Ends and also discusses the future of the franchise. Then I'll dive into a different article featuring Nick Castle and his very revealing cameo. Let's go. So before I dive into Jason's comments about the future of Halloween, I want to share his comments recently published after seeing the completed version of Halloween Ends. Now, Screen Rant recently published an article where Jason was giving an update on the Black Phone, Halloween Ends, and Happy Death Day 3. And I'm going to focus only on the Halloween Ends content for this video. So the article goes on to say, "You've also said that you've seen Halloween Ends." And Jason's response was, "I did. I saw it about 2 weeks ago. It's very good. I'm very excited. We have a few little things to fix on it and finish, but I'm very excited for our last Halloween movie." So here we have it, guys. Jason Blum has come out and publicly said that the movie is completed. He has seen it and he says it's very good and he's very excited, using very in both cases. So, of course, then follows it up by saying, "We've got some things to fix, a few little things and to fix on it and to finish." Now, we know that also, since this came out, they have announced there are reshoots being done for Halloween Ends as we speak. So I'm assuming that these things that he felt after watching the movie that needed to be fixed and finished and touched up, those are happening now. So there are reshoots being done for Halloween Ends based on the feedback or Jason Blum's own opinion of the first draft of the film, of the completed version. Now, one thing I want to express here is that just because there are reshoots being done, it does not automatically mean bad. It does not automatically mean that it's not a good movie or that these changes are going to make it a horrible movie from the original. It does not mean that. I know a lot of times when we hear reshoots, we think, "Oh no, this is going to be terrible. You know, there's problems, you know, and things like this." However, every single movie, almost every single movie has reshoots. It's not a big thing. It's very common to be done, and so don't sweat it. That's all I'm saying. Let's not sweat something like this. And I'm taking it from the complete other side. I'm saying, hey, if Jason is seeing this and says we need to do some reshoots, then I'm going that on the side that it's going to make the movie better, not worse. That maybe it's going to make it even better. Maybe these are really positive, good changes for the film, and we'll all benefit from these reshoots by enjoying it even more when we see it in October. So let's not all, jump to conclusions too quickly. Either way, I'm going to stay open-minded about it and very neutral about reshoots because it's not a big deal. I just don't think it's a big deal. It happens all the time. So I'm going to go with what Jason's saying here. He's happy with the movie so far, needs to fix some things up and finish some things as well. But he says, "I'm very excited for our last Halloween movie." Now, he makes that statement and then the interviewer follows this up by asking, "Is that really going to be the last?" And this is really fascinating because Jason replies and he says, "I didn't say it's going to be the last Halloween movie. It's our last Halloween movie. We have no more rights to make any more Halloween." So it goes back to Malik Akkad. And what he does, only he knows. But we are done. And this is our last one, and I think people will be very happy. Now, I have said many, many times here on the channel and videos and in live streams that I've never believed this was going to be the last Halloween movie. I mean, they've come out and said, this, even naming it Halloween Ends. And there's been so much talk about, hey, is this really it? Is this the end for Michael Myers? Is this the last time we're going to ever see the Shape in a film? And my response to that is, guys, absolutely not. I do not believe that. There is entirely too much money on the table for this to actually be the final Halloween movie. Now, I do believe it could be, and most likely is, the end of the Strode family story, is what I'm calling it. Every Halloween movie just about has the Laurie Strode line in it. That's kind of what the movies are about. So I do believe this movie does end the Strodes. I don't think there'll be another Strode-based film, Laurie Strode or Allison, either one. I do believe this is the end for that. However, I do not at all believe this is the end of Michael Myers and the Shape. I think that we'll see more from him again. And I think they could take a small sabbatical for, maybe 3 to 5 years, and maybe do some other things than Michael. Maybe branch into a television series, an original series. Like I always said, call it Haddonfield, which is what I love. Just call it, name the series Haddonfield, and you have a 10-episode spinoff. You could do things with. It could even be an anthology, whatever. But I'm telling you now, Michael Myers is not going away. This is not the last Halloween movie. And I love how Jason makes that very clear. He's like, hey, I didn't say it's going to be the last Halloween movie. It's our last Halloween movie. And there's just too much money. You're talking about an IP that's making well over $100 million. The first one over $200 million in the box office. And that's going to come back. There's way too much money to not be making more content to be consumed and tickets to be sold. So, yeah. But anyway, he finishes it up by saying, this is our last one, and I think people will be very happy. So again, fingers crossed, reshoot's happening. Let's get this thing locked up. October 14th literally is around the corner. I'm making this video on June 22nd. We don't as of yet have a trailer for Halloween Ends. It would not surprise me whatsoever if tomorrow on the 23rd or the 24th, we'll have a trailer. I think we're that close. So it's coming around the corner. Now, finally, I want to finish up with the article here about Nick Castle. So let's move on to his comments from comicbook.com regarding his cameo in Halloween Ends. And the headline reads, Halloween Ends, original Michael Myers teases surprising details about new cameo. And the article goes on to say, according to Castle, the upcoming film featured him appearing on screen, but without the Michael Myers mask. By the way, I'm going to be in the new one, but I won't be in the mask. Don't tell anybody, end quote. Castle shared in the cameo. You'll see me, you'll see this face. Yes, for the first time on camera, the actual face of Nicholas Castle. Now, this is great and very interesting. Gives you lots of ideas of what in the world this could be, where we see Nick Castle's face revealed in the film. And there's one particular thing I want to mention here as a possibility. Well, there's two. One thing is that he could just be a different character. They could have him in there as someone who's not Michael Myers. Like he's always just dressed normal, and he's just in the movie, and we see him. I mean, there he is. That's one option, but that's kind of boring. Okay, that's a boring. I want to think of something a little more fun than that, and a little more exciting. And I have an idea, and what I would like to see is I remember that picture, guys. I made a video about it where we have Nick Castle wearing that scuba dive dive jacket, and then we see him wearing the underwater, like the suit, that's the green screen scuba diving suit under that he's wearing covers up to his neck. What if we see somehow, like on the bridge, there's supposed to be this bridge that's going to be a big part of the movie. What if we see, for example, Jamie Lee Curtis driving it off the bridge into the water, and there's Michael Myers. She thinks it's Michael Myers, and they're underwater. She thinks she kills him. The mask comes off, and it's Nick Castle, not James Jude Courtney, under the mask. That would be awesome. So the real Michael Myers is not even there. It's not the real Michael Myers. It could be someone that Michael Myers put a mask on. Remember H2O? All right, remember the ending of H2O with the paramedic with the mask on. It could be that kind of a situation, and she thinks she's killing him, and she maybe even dies herself drowning in vain because Michael Myers is actually still alive. It's Nick Castle, which would be really cool because for any of these, all the newcomers to Halloween, they wouldn't know who that was. For us legacy fans, we would know who that is. It's the OG original Michael Myers, which is really, really cool. So that's just a fun way to do it personally that I would love to see. All right, and then finally, the article closes with the following. While fans have a few more months of waiting before we get the new look at Halloween Ends, it would seem more likely that Castle appears without the iconic Michael Myers mask, more as a tribute to his contributions to the franchise over the years, as opposed to having a significant narrative impact on the upcoming sequel. So they're venturing more to the side of, yeah, let's just have him be in the movie unmasked. Let's see him for who he is. And that's why I brought it up first. I think that is very possible. I just want it to be more than that for me. That's what I want to see. I want to see it have a meaningful moment. Let it be impactful to the narrative. Just don't have it just be an insignificant cameo. Let's make it count because of who he is. So that's what I would like to see. All right, guys. Well, now you know what I want to see. Now I want to hear about what you want to see. Tell me what you think about Jason Blum's thoughts and Nick Castle's comments. I want to hear your opinions, your ideas, your thoughts, and your theories about what you expect to see in Halloween Ends, and if their comments have shaped your ideas at all, or maybe added some additional ideas to your theories. So let me know. Leave your comments below right now so you and I can discuss these together. Well, that's going to be it for this update, but I'll be back soon with more Halloween Ends and other horror movie content. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, this is Craving Something Scary, where it's all horror all the time. Thank you for watching.